Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to Front Row Chaos. I'm your host, Travis, along with my lovely wife, Amy, again for another reaction.
Hi, everyone.
And we're going to do one. I've been getting solid requests for me to do a Tom MacDonald song with Amy because she has never done one with me. She has
No.
heard of him. Of course, I
Mhm.
cannot stop talking about him when I
Right.
do his songs because to me they mean a lot and he just has a way. This guy has a way. And then you throw in his buddy now. On this one is going to be Adam Calhoun for another one. And this one's called Your America.
Mm.
Now, I did one a little bit ago, I don't know, a couple weeks ago with my nephew, Jackson.
Mhm.
And I introduced Jackson to Tom MacDonald. He took that knowledge with him back to Utah. And hopefully he spreads that around and
Yeah.
gets more and more, especially the younger generation,
Right.
into this because in my opinion Tom he comes across as probably to most like a real right winger, but I just think he's a grounded individual. He says he's not liberal or he's not Democrat or Republican, he's basically an independent.
Mhm.
But he obviously likes things in order and doesn't like all this chaos that's going on in the world. So, this one, Your America, Tom MacDonald and Adam Calhoun. Here we go.
They're screaming that they hate America and we're the reason. If you don't feel safe, then stop defunding the policemen. You calling us extremists cause our words have hurt your feelings. Then we're sorry we can't hear you over the sound of our freedom. Y'all been filling up our classrooms with drag queens for kids. We think it's not appropriate, you tell us that it is. The complexities of gender and children won't ever mix when there's school shootings by women whose pronouns are him, his. I'm not Republican, but keep it 100.
Okay. Every time, Amy, what do you feel like when you first hear him? First of all, what do you think of his looks?
Um,
You never seen him. Let's act like you've
yeah.
never seen him before. So
I
this is
really
the first
haven't
one.
though.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him before. I've heard you talk about him a
Yeah.
lot. But yeah, I would not have expected that person to be saying the words that he's saying.
Yeah.
Would not have expected it.
It floors you.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking, is that Tom MacDonald or is that Adam
You
Calhoun?
see, a lot of people thought the singer we did, Richmond North of Richmond, was Adam,
Uh-huh.
and it's not. He kind of looks like Adam a little, especially if Oliver, the guy we just did, had a hat on.
Right.
But Tom, and what I'm really depressed about in this song is there's no subtitles, and so he
Right.
sings so much, so many words so fast.
They can't subtitle it.
I guess not,
Oh.
or I don't know. But what I'm, we have to go back and listen to those lines again because they go so fast. I cannot process that as fast as that is because it's just so good. So I'm gonna go back a couple because it goes so fast too. So let's start that again.
They're screaming that they hate America and we're the reason. If you don't feel safe, then stop defunding the policemen. You calling us extremists cause our words have hurt your feelings. Then we're sorry we can't hear you over the sound of our freedom. Y'all been filling up our classrooms with drag queens for kids. We think it's not appropriate, you tell us that it is. The complexities of gender and children won't ever mix when there's school shootings by women whose pronouns are him, his. I'm not Republican, but keep it 100, they making sense. The most destructive ideologies are coming from the left. I think Black Lives Matter, they think white lives matter less. And LGBTQ turned into WTF. Dear Democrats, I don't have nothing against the liberal, but the people representing you are communists and criminals. They've been starting World War III, we shipping missiles still. They don't want America great, they want it miserable. You can try to burn down the city, scream at the top of your lungs till you're dizzy. You can cancel everything and everybody in it, but it's not your America. You can burn the flag, get aggressive. You can wear a mask and pretend you're progressive. I got my First Amendment, don't forget I got the second. It's not your America. I'm here.
What do you think?
Okay, so first thought, right out the gate, he's talking about defunding the police. And
Yeah.
our son just recently, within the past few months, became a deputy sheriff.
That's right.
And it immediately thought about him.
Mm-hmm.
And so there was something on Facebook about in our local town, there was a guy that had been caught on people's cameras, right?
Yeah.
And then I had said something to him and he said, "Well, Mom, I arrested him last night." And the jail is like 20 minutes from our town where we live. And I kid you not, a lady told me that the same guy was walking back into our town just after Brendan got off shift on the night shift. So then I'm just sitting here thinking, yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, I get his frustration. There's some real crazy
Yeah.
stuff happening,
Yeah.
you know? And so, and then the other part that hit me right away was I worked at the high school in our town. And so when he's talking about the kids,
Yeah.
that the gender stuff, I am not into offending anybody. I want people to have their right and their, but I will tell you this, it was really hard to see confused kids about this subject.
Yeah.
And it felt like it was very much an attention getter at that age more than what it really was. And I only say that because there was certain situations where it went back and forth multiple times in 1 year.
Yeah.
And so I was sad because I genuinely know that there's people who are struggling in those areas of their life, and I don't want
But others,
to,
it's a fad.
but others have
It's
desensitized.
yeah,
I don't know.
attention
They just
if it's
yeah, because
attention.
of attention, and that makes me sad
Yeah.
for the ones who are genuinely struggling because
Yeah.
I think those are the ones we're missing. Those are the ones who need attention.
Yeah.
And so when he was talking about that, it's like, yeah, I mean, when you hype things up too much, that's what happens. And I'm just, yeah, it was very interesting. I just
He's
instantly
very
had
interesting.
situations in my life where I was like, yep, I
Yeah.
get you. I get what
That's
you're
the
saying.
deal with Tom. It's like, yep,
Yep.
yep, yep,
Yeah.
yep.
As
And you're
much
like,
as some people don't like to hear it,
yeah,
you know, like for me, it's not pointing fingers or saying you're wrong or whatever. It's just the reality
yeah,
of where we're at in the
where we're
world.
at. And
know?
Tom brings it out like nobody else.
It's great.
I don't know how he packed. I guess telling people before when I've done a reaction to Tom, I bet he has a notebook for one song. There's that many words. I don't even know how he.
I mean,
does
really, and just the little bit we've watched, he's covered how many topics?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
it's crazy. He's really good.
That's what I mean.
And
so,
a great beat to
Yes,
his
it
music.
is.
I can just sit here and listen to it.
I never heard in life. Kids go to school to learn, never make it back home, they get murdered. Like, who's concerned? Not the left or the right. Hope you ready for the fight. Coming to your front door tonight. The former president got arrested. The current one lost, but I guess he got elected. Kids get molested. Pedophiles all get protected. And you can kill a baby anytime if you're pregnant. People so weak, feel free to take a knee. And you can't even speak, God forbid you disagree. I don't even know what virtual signaling means. Young men used to fight wars, now they make memes. Divide us up, I'm pretty sure that's the plan. Got a gun in my hand for when shit hits the fan. And how the woman of the year is a man, I'm pretty sure I never really understand.
You can try to burn down the city, scream at the top of your lungs till you're dizzy. You can cancel everything and everybody in it, but it's not your America.
You can burn the flag, get aggressive. You can wear a mask and pretend you're progressive. I got my First Amendment, don't forget I got the second. It's not
Your America.
So that was Adam Calhoun.
Yeah.
And
get that.
Adam has a smooth voice, in my opinion.
Very
I
smooth,
really
yeah.
like his singing. He does lots of songs with Tom.
Gotcha.
And
Now, do they co-write the songs or?
I don't know if they
Okay.
did. I would assume they did.
I mean,
because,
obviously he believes
Oh,
the
yeah.
same way. So
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that's really cool.
Oh,
that
yeah.
that they both share the same.
Yeah,
value system.
Adam is, as far as I know, I mean, I don't know him personally, but he is right with Tom. And just what he says, I mean, like you said, how many things did he just say?
Oh, he covered a lot of
it's friggin'
topics.
r-
So when he's talking about going to school to get their education, amen.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Get them a well-rounded education. Let them be learned in many different topics, many different subjects, and let it be unbiased.
That's right.
Just teach them.
Teach
Give them
me
the
math,
education so they
science.
can think for themselves.
Yep.
That's what I want to see in our schools.
That's it.
And then he talked about the guns being shot at school.
Yeah.
And again, I'm like, okay, there's got to be middle ground here. We cannot keep pretending like this isn't happening. It's happening. And so where's the middle ground? Like, I'm sorry, Republicans, Democrats, we got to find some middle ground here and do something.
Yeah.
It's to that point.
That's true.
And protect our kids. And as much as I, want my rights protected, I want the children to feel safe too.
That's
So
right.
just lots of topics he went over.
Oh, yeah. And there's more to come. Here we go.
Us, we're the ones to blame. You're the ones who riot till the city's up in flames. You told us we've been spreading lies, but you believe the truth is on the news every night. You told us we gotta stop the fighting, but you're the ones who keep the country angry and divided. You told us we're crazier than you, but all of our conspiracy theories are coming true. You can try to burn down the city, scream at the top of your lungs till you're dizzy. You can cancel everything and everybody in it, but it's not your America.
You can burn the flag, get aggressive. You can wear a mask and pretend you're progressive. I got my First Amendment, don't forget I got the second. It's not
Your America.
All right. So, and then it said Nova shot that video. So Nova is Tom's gal.
Oh.
Nova
Okay.
Rockefeller. She is a great singer too. I did a few of her songs. We should do one of hers together one of these days, but she's got it. She's really good too.
Very cool.
But she does everything video wise for him, from what I understand.
Okay.
I'm just enthralled with Tom and his buddy Adam and Dax, and there's some other guys that he hangs out with, that he sings with sometimes, or that he's helped out. But Tom, to me, he's an inspiration because he was down and out and was doing, from what I read, was doing rap and stuff on murder and gangs and all this stuff, and was going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And he was to do his last dollar basically, and changed his tune on what he was going to do. And he's just been, and I think we're religious. So I think the Lord had helped Tom into realizing this is what you got to do.
Yep.
This is what you got to do. What you're doing ain't working. So we're going to switch gears on you, and I'm going to make it tough as hell on you, but it's going to do you good in the end.
I feel like too, people like Tom who are willing to share their real views.
That's right.
Through music, because the tune is so catchy. Like you wouldn't even have to have much words, and I'm with you right there, because you just do. The song is great, but then to put the heartfelt message with it, it's great awareness. It's great because I think that the amount of followers that they have shows you that there's a lot of people who feel this way.
Oh yeah.
A lot of frustrated people out there who are like, yeah,
Yep.
100%. This
Yep.
is the way it is. This is how we see it, and I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm more reserved. You'll say stuff, but
Yeah,
I'm more reserved.
that's true.
I worry too much about people,
Yeah.
what they think about me, and so it bothers me a little bit to be as vocal and as forward. But I appreciate those who do, and I
yeah.
will get behind those who do, because I could not agree more with the words in this song.
Yeah, it's just funny though when you look at Adam and you look at Tom, and Adam totally looks like a country guy.
Yeah, totally.
Everything just, and then Tom, you're like, oh my gosh, if you saw him at night
Yeah.
walking down the street, you'd be like, oh my gosh, what's coming at me? Not that I wouldn't be scared of Adam too if I was in an area that I didn't know, but it's just Tom really, he really, I think, has a great way of getting his message across because of how he looks. He looks like
Yeah.
somebody who would not be saying what he's saying.
Right.
And I think it's taught us all who know Tom a lesson to not judge people before
Not
you
be as
understand them.
judgmental. Correct.
And that is really a good lesson for all.
Yeah.
But anyway, that was Tom, your first dose of Tom, and then Adam too. So we got a double shot here. Thank you for watching Front Row Chaos. This has been really a fun one to do because I wanted to have Amy do a Tom song.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
Yeah,
No doubt.
and everybody I've done were like, "Oh my gosh!" I mean, even my nephew, who was only 18 or 17, he was floored by him,
He
and
was.
so
I remember him telling us that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that was so good.
yeah, and so you have a blessed and great day. We will see you again right here on Front Row Chaos. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you again next time.
Goodbye, everyone.